So welcome to all. So today we are my presentation title was environmental problems in additive manufacturing. Myself Prakash. So this is presentation meant for international FDB on environmental and sustainability. So for my previous video, week 1 video, I uploaded here. So the overall content for week 1 is to be prototype and its use. So last week we saw about what is meant by prototype, how we use the prototypes, and then how can we fabricate by the various manufacturing methods. Additive manufacturing is one of the way to produce prototype types and process chain of additive manufacturing. So last week we saw that there are 3 types of additive manufacturing. So from that I choose fused deposition molding, FDM. It is solid based EAM. Why I choose FDM? Generally FDM uses a plastic kind of material, polymers, APS, acryloburic syntene, plastics materials. So we know that plastics has more disadvantages compared to other materials in terms of environmental aspects. So I choose FDM. So material used in FDM, plastic effects on environment, and then sustainability of plastics. So this is what we are going to we discussed from last week. So now I am going to discuss the next one. So from this image you can easily observe that EAM has widely used in many applications, many fields, like from commercial, supply chain, general manufacturing, consumer, healthcare, automotive, defense. So EAM, additive manufacturing, is used in many applications, many ways in order to improve productivity and then profit of those fields. So EAM is a future scope. We need to concentrate on more EAM, additive manufacturing. So the second one here I am mentioned about what are the benefits and then weakness of additive manufacturing. So EAM is a leading manufacturing method, but it has many disadvantages. If you consider environmental dimensions, environmental aspects, EAM has more support structure, it requires more material, so it consumes more energy demand, specific energy. It requires more specific energy, and it requires more material efficient. These are some of the drawbacks of EAM compared to conventional. In terms of economic dimensions, it requires more surface quality, as well as it requires more time. EAM has cost wise, EAM has very high compared to other conventional methods. Social dimensions, we can say that EAM has advantages. It has automated one, so we can reduce the human as well as material accuracy, and then safety and health risks for environment. So these are the another one comparison. So this image shows that the years will increases, the need of environmental aspects, concentration of environmental is increases. For examples, these are the principles: powder bed, fusion, direct energy consumption, metal extrusion, VAT. These are the principles of EAM. These are the year. So this year increases, we need to more focus on, it requires more energy demand. E stands for energy demand, R stands for resource consumption, similarly W stands for process waste. So here another one comparison, these are the principles of additive manufacturing. If you consider seal lithography, it requires more specific energy, from 50 to 100. This research is mentioned by this article. Okay. Similarly, fused deposition molding, it is one of the leading EAM process. It requires more specific energy, 1 to 7. Direct metal deposition is the highest one. So ASTM, so this is one of the standards we are going to discuss. ASTM, additive manufacturing technology standards, is used to promote knowledge of the industry, help simulate research, and encourage the implementation of technology. So these standards are mainly used to define terminology, performance, production process, and it ensures the quality of the end products. How we check quality of the product? We need to test. The testing standards also mentioned here. So first one, we are going to discuss about design standards. It is from this slide onwards, we are going to discuss about ASTM standards, mainly for additive manufacturing. This is a design. For examples, F341319, it guides the general additive manufacturing design principles in terms of direct metal deposition. Similarly, ISO ASTM 5291516, it guides the various file format for additive manufacturing. So generally, most common file format for additive manufacturing is steel lithography, STL file format. The ISO ASTM 5291018, it guides the design, requirements, guidelines, and the recommendation of additive manufacturing designs. So these are some of the standards for additive manufacturing design standards. The next we are going to discuss about materials. So we know that additive manufacturing can utilize various kind of materials. It may be the plastic, or it may be the metal, or it may be the liquid. So here F2924 and 14, it guides the standards for TI6L4V in terms of powder bed fusion. Similarly, F3001 14, it stands for TI6L4V with the ELI. ELI stands for extra low inertialization. So these are some of the examples. Similarly, F3055 14A, it guides the nickel based alloy for additive manufacturing standards. So there are so many material standards are there, and then process standards are there. For examples, ISO ASTM 5290116, it guides the additive manufacturing parts. It guides the additive manufacturing parts. So the standards, what we need to maintain, the standards. Similarly, ISO ASTM 5290419, it guides the process characteristics and performance for metal powder bed fusion process. The last one, it is a ISO ASTM 5290320. It guides the metal extrusion based on additive manufacturing of plastic material. This is a plastic material. So we have a standards for materials, additive manufacturing materials. Similarly, terminology. So this ISO ASTM 5290015, it guides the various terminologies used for additive manufacturing, general principles. And then the final one, it's a test method. So here we are going to test the final component of additive manufacturing, that is end product of additive manufacturing. So F29713, it is a standard practice. It guides the standard practice for additive manufacturing parts. The parts are produced by additive manufacturing method. Similarly, F312214, it guides the evaluation of mechanical properties of metal materials. So these are some of the examples for test standards, examples for standards for test methods. These are the other standards. There are so many standards are available. So previously we discussed only 4 main standards. So one is to be design, materials and processes, test methods, and then terminology. In terms other than, we have so many standards: 3D image standards, chemical standards, corrosion standards, and wear standards, fastener standards, biotechnology standards. So based on application, we have variety of standards. There are more than 70-80 standards are available for additive manufacturing. So if you want to use additive manufacturing, you must follow these standards. These are the ASTM standards. So conclusions. So additive manufacturing, it's a process, novel paradigm for engineering, design, and manufacturing, which has profound economic, environmental, and security implications. Only limited data are available on how AI manufactured products compared to conventional manufactured products in terms of energy, material consumption, transportation cost, pollution and waste, health and safety issues, as well as environmental impacts over their full time. So reported research indicates that specific energy of current EAM system is 1 to 2 orders of magnitude higher compared to the conventional manufacturing process. So even though additive manufacturing has more advantages compared to conventional machining, it consumes more energy demand, as well as it consumes more resource allocation some waste management. So we need to focus. So the future, we need to focus mainly for sustainability of additive manufacturing. So these are my reference. I am based on this reference. I am preparing my slides. The first one is to be ASEM standards. The second one, it's one of the paper. The title was Environmental Dimensions of Additive Manufacturing. It is a 2017 paper. So thank you once again. Thank you all.